Well, coming from a country where there's a full lockdown, it was, personally speaking, quite nice to be in a new environment. I think I expected people to be observing social distancing a little bit more. Certainly in cafes where they have tables outside or restaurants, people were sitting quite close together. But most of the headlines abroad about Sweden really have been that there is no lockdown. And that isn't true. And really what we've seen in Sweden is that there is a voluntary lockdown, and most people seem to be observing it. But it does seem difficult for people to interpret the rules themselves when the government says this is what you should do, but it's not what you have to do. I think that leaves a lot of room. Well, to begin with, when the world went into lockdown and people looked at Sweden, basically I think they thought they're not doing a lockdown at all, and the view was negative. But now that many countries have been in lockdown for 4 weeks, for 5 weeks, many people are bored and wanting very much to come out of their own lockdown. So they're looking at Sweden and saying, look, they're not doing lockdown, we want to be more like them. So there's been a bit of a 180, I think, on a perception of Sweden. It's not true that there's no lockdown here, but it's certainly true that it's easier to live in Sweden at the moment than it is most other countries.